Hello everyone and welcome to, well, the Game Boy Player #1, because this is the greatest thing ever for recording Let's Plays, because let me tell you, I don't like recording stuff on computer. There's something about it that is just so fragile, you know, files can go whoopity-woo, it just doesn't feel right, so I'm very happy to be on console. I was going to do this on an emulator, which is terrible because of the, legal... what's that word? Grayness? That's not the word I was looking for. Dubiousness, that's the word. But what happened was, I was cleaning out the pool house, and of all the places, that's where I find my entire stash of childhood Game Boy games. And so for the first one, well, first off, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to cover some of these, because some of these are terrible. Some of these I love. And, you know, I've already done both Pokemon Snap and Pokemon Puzzle League for the N64, two more childhood Pokemon games. So today, we're going to be covering another spin-off Pokemon game that I love with all my heart. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be playing Pokemon Pinball, which it's funny because Pokemon Pinball is special in the fact that it has a rumble built in, which is something pretty crazy. Not even modern handheld games have built-in rumble. So, that's cool. However, to actually fit it into my Game Boy player, my GameCube is kind of off on a ledge because it comes out like a big bulb at the bottom. It's hilarious looking. I'll flash up a picture now. So there's that. So we're actually going to be playing with rumble off because, well, number one, I gotta show it. When you turn rumble on, Pikachu just violates Psyduck, which is hilarious. But I think this will be split into two videos, unless I fail so miserably that I can fit it into one, because there's two different boards to this. There's red and blue. I think we'll start off with the red, which is, this one I don't like as much as the blue, but for a number of reasons. So we're starting from Lavender Town because, well, look, it's like Halloween when this is going up. So yeah, I got this as a kid. But the problem was, I've never been good at pinball. At all. As a kid, it confused me. Like, I understood what to do, but I didn't understand how any of the events happened, if you will. I didn't understand the whole thing with the flags and, you know, this activates this. It confused me. So, controls are basic pinball, you know, A is left bumper, or rather right bumper, and the pressing left gives you the left bumper, and that is the end of my ball bonus. Ah, shoot. Pikachu can save your balls. That's fun to say. You can also upgrade your balls to be Great or Ultra, which I think you can also get Master, and I always thought that was cool. That was a neat little thing, and those give you bonus multipliers. Your main goal, though, is to catch Pokemon. And the way you catch Pokemon is I have to get it into that Bellsprout's mouth. Now, saver at the bottom there means that if it's on, Pikachu will save my ball. Also, I think I get a little peg at the bottom. No, it means if I go to the bottom, then it would just say, try again, and I could re-roll, essentially, for lack of a non-Dungeons & Dragons term! Or I could end my ball bonus once more. I haven't caught a single Pokemon yet. As a child, this was frustrating. As an adult, this is thankfully my ball was saved. Frustrating. You can tilt. How do I tilt? You press down or B. I'm not sure. There's no tilt, thankfully my ball was saved again. There's nothing that'll, like, no tilt. You know, in pinball, if you've ever... I remember once I decided to... Well, I remember in Pokemon Pinball, you can tilt. So let's play this actual pinball game and try this tilt out. And I did. And it tells the machine to not let you shoot anymore. And basically it locks you out of being able to play. Because in this game, it doesn't. So I thought it was normal. Game over. So as you can see, oh, my high scores got erased a long time. Oh no, there we go. Right there. DL. That is, what was his name? Daryl? I forget. Not Dwayne. But it was my Nana's son, who was like a massive stoner, and he just took my game and just played it for ages, and that's why he has the high score. So that's fun. Now we're going to the blue board, which I've always preferred because it's much easier to catch Pokemon in, and go! We're starting off in Viridian City. This one's interesting because it has a gravity mechanic, which can't be really found in, you know, real life. So Cloyster gives you Pokemon that you can catch, and you can also, oh, I remember, yeah, Cloyster gives you Pokemon. So, I wonder what that is. To get the Pokemon to appear, what you have to do is you have to hit the, what are they called up there? Shelters. And the shelters give you, you know, stuff. Now, if you're a big Pokemon fan, also now we have an early representation of a Great Ball. If you're a big Pokemon fan, you'll recognize the song. It's actually the Japanese intro to Pokemon, which is a great song. I love it. I much prefer it to the original English. I don't even watch Pokemon in Japanese. I'm a firm believer of I like my Pokemon in English. That's just who I am, you know? But I much prefer the Japanese music, especially the openings. Like, I'm so glad the X and Y English anime just got rid of making a cheesy English opening from the 2 episodes we've seen so far. Because, I don't know, like, maybe when people watch this later, there might be a really bad song, but, yeah, no, as of the 2 they've previewed, essentially, now, it doesn't have a theme song, which I'm very happy with, because the theme song is the worst part of the Pokemon anime. So now that they're all here, we can now, or just not let us see it. There we go. There he is, and you have to hit him, I think, 4 times to catch him? I'm fairly certain. Now, the ball saver goes away, which is bad. Because we can easily lose the ball, and that's bad. Well, or, there we go. That's fun. No Pokemon caught, but I'm glad I got to show off that 8, not really 8-bit. Is this 8-bit music? It might be. I think the Game Boy is 8-bit. Oh, darn it, I didn't do it right. No, it's actually better that way. Basically, every time you press one of the bumpers, the Pikachu moves. Or rather, it goes to the last one used. And if that lightning symbol is up, if you hit him, he'll shock it back up. So that's a cool mechanic. Again, though, like, this would be cool if it was easier to control. That's all I gotta say, because I have so much trouble controlling this. Let's get a Pokemon. It's Nidoran. Male or female, I can't tell yet. All 151 Pokemon from Gen 1 are in this. You can't get Mew. Like, you can't catch it. You can see it, and when you see it, it goes into your Pokedex, which this game actually has a full Pokedex, which I thought was really cool. So, that's what he does. I love that sound effect. This game can be played on the original Game Boy, too. Even though it's optimized for Game Boy Color, a lot of features can't be accessed in just the Game Boy version of it. Nidoran female, let's do this. And it looks especially rabbit-like in this one. See, as a kid, I was always like, well, why is the female blue? Because I always thought, you know, pink and purple were girl colors, and we caught a Nidoran female! And blue was a boy color, you know? So that always confused me until I learned that, like, that doesn't really govern life. Oh, dude, the slot! I forgot about the slot, but I missed the slot. Darn it. The slot gives you random bonuses, and some of the bonuses are pretty cray-cray, including being able to go on to the next area. And what you want to do, basically, is get to the Indigo Plateau, where you can catch all the legendaries, as well as, on the red board, you can... I want double Pikachu. Oh, bonus multiplier is good. On the red board, I know you can do mini-games, and one of the mini-games is actually going to fight Mewtwo. The rest of them are hard, though. Like, really hard. Actually, they're all really hard. This game's hard, okay? That's just, in general. Let's try to get that. Those things at the top move whenever you press the button, so you can get crazy combos like what I'm doing. I've always been good at that. That's something that I've... Well, there goes my ball bonus. Ah, well. And game over. That's cool, though. He still did decently, not really. So yeah, like I was saying, there is a full Pokedex. As you can see, we got Bulbasaur. Ivysaur we haven't got. You can evolve Pokemon too, and so like, depending on what Pokemon you're evolving, they'll actually have different methods of evolution. So if they evolve by leveling up, there'll be a bunch of LVs around the board that you collect. If they evolve by stone, you have to collect the stones. It's really cool. They all have information too. A strange seed was planted on its back at birth. Oh. Yeah, you can tell this is Gen 1 because you get weird stuff like the fact that it's not part of it. It was planted on its back. That's fun. Obviously prefers hot places. When it rains, steam is said to spout from the tip of its tail, and then it dies. Oh, I did get Wartortle, though. Often hides in water to stalk unwary prey. For swimming fast, it moves its ears to maintain balance. So, you know, like a lot of cool stuff. Have I even seen Mewtwo? Or what's the furthest one down? Let's see here. Oh, Dratini. Yes, very nice. Oh, I caught a Dratini. Wow. Or I probably didn't. I think... Oh, Dale. That was his name. Not Daryl. Dale. Dale did, yes. EVs and fun stuff like that. You know, it's a cool game. I'd say it'd probably be worth it if they released it on the 3DS eShop. I'd totally buy it. It's a fun game to play on the go. And I'm sure they could even simulate the vibration functions. Or maybe they can't, because I don't think the 3DS has that built in. That said, though, give this game a try. It's fun to play on the go. If you can find it for cheap, which I've actually seen it around for cheap, you know, you give it a try. It's fun. You can even play it on the original Game Boy, which is, like, you can't play anything on the original Game Boy now. But this has been Pokemon Pinball. See you guys next time where I play another game from my childhood, which is, may or may not be Pokemon related. Spoilers, it is. See you guys next time. Ciao.
I was a wreck when you broke the good china. I cried forever when you slammed the door. I tried so hard to be a good girl, baby. It's not your fault, I'm always falling short. Do a little spin, you say, do a little spin. Turn yourself around and let me take a look at you. In it for the win, we're in this for the win, but you make all the rules. Nobody ever loved me so much, baby. Nobody taught me all the things you do. Well, thanks to you now I can smile so pretty and shut my mouth unless I'm spoken to. Do a little spin, you say, do a little spin. Turn yourself around and let me take a look at you. In it for the win, you play the game to win.